some of the MARSOC guys stayed locked on even when there was literally nothing happening. So 3 thumbs up, both my hands and then my big toe on my right foot for staying on top of that. Next week's mission will be probably a little more straightforward. There's not going to be as much slow time the rest of this campaign now that we've really started getting into the swing and we've started figuring some stuff out. But also, it's all dependent on what Tedder can actually figure out. So keep that in mind, everyone. Any slow op from here on out, you can blame on Tedder.
Oh, lovely.
I've been
And-
blaming
Shoot,
Ted the whole time.
shoot. One do one time. Let's go.
Yeah. Quick, just run-of-the-mill housekeeping stuff. Unit commander's back up. It is reset. Like 2 things I have to tweak and update and fix on it. But it is live and kicking. You no longer have to go on unit commander to register and fill out the application or do all that crap. You can literally, if you didn't read the HQ announcements, because I know most of y'all can't read, you can type into any channel in Discord that is in the IMEF server a / the word register. Click on the little thing that like pops up and says unit commander, and then it's going to give you a little field to type in the name that you use in Arma. Do that, hit enter, you're registered, you're done. I get a notification so I can update your information and everything in unit commander, get you the proper roles and ranks and everything assigned. So there is that aspect. I'll make a big post about this next part. I have completely revamped our promotion system up through E5, which really only affects Galante now. Oh no, it affects you too, Val. So, oh no, this is good because you know how
Yeah.
like people have sat for months not being promoted because why promote if I don't have to? Well, I still very much have that mentality of why promote you if I don't have to, but sometimes you got to do the right thing. So we've overhauled the entire promotion system up through that point, and technically past that point. But it is now based on a couple of different factors. E1 through E3 is pretty much just the way it is in the real Marine Corps. It's time based. People will pick up private once they graduate boot camp, or in our current state, A&S. After SOI, they'll pick up
Right.
PFC, or a couple weeks after, because again, recruit training and SOI are currently down while we fill out MARSOC and Forcon. But a week after that, a couple weeks after that, they'll pick up PFC. 2 weeks after PFC, they're eligible to pick up Lance Corporal, unless they've done something really stupid. From there on out, though, once you go into the NCO ranks, it gets a little more complicated. So there are a couple different requirements that will go into promotions into E4 and E5. So Lance Corporals go into Corporal and Corporals go into Sergeants. You have to account for both your time in service and your time in grade. We have a fully functioning cutting score and composite score system now. So you will accumulate points towards your composite score based off of being around.
Wait, fuck.
So what?
Nothing. Don't worry about it.
Based off of being around. So, as an example, your time in service, calculate out by the month, time in grade, you get a point score based off of those. Your rifle score factors in and gives you a rating that goes into a general military proficiency rating that is factored into your score. You also now, and we are going to start doing pros and cons. I know the Marine Corps is somewhat going away from them, but they're going to something that works a little better for like interpersonal communication, because we are all online. Pro-con is still the easiest way to function on that. So those are all factored in. You also have a bonus that is eligible for being part of one of the G shops and volunteering for a tour of duty there. That's not a permanent assignment. It is a rotational assignment, and while you're on that assignment, you get either 50 or 75 points towards your composite score, depending on what G shop you're in. And then all of that goes in, makes your composite score, and corporal is about 3 months in. Is when you've got enough time in service to pick up corporal, provided that your cutting score, your pro cons, rifle score, everything combines together to get you over that cutting score. The cut for corporal is going to be 1046 for now. Just as something to keep in mind. And that system will be automated, and you'll be able to track it and look at it and know where you are. And then for sergeant, you have all those same requirements. Obviously, a longer time in service, time and grade requirements on that as well. There is also the requirement to go to sergeant, completion of Suli 1, which is something that would not typically be for enlisted. Suli 1 and Suli 2 are the small unit leader exercises from officer candidate school. However, they are very, 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 very good and very important to small unit leadership. Therefore, it makes sense someone going up to sergeant, looking towards a leadership position, has to take it and pass it. So the first level of Suli has to be passed. That gets you an additional 80 points towards your composite score, but that is also going to be a prerequisite for sergeant. So keep that stuff in mind, because there's plenty of fun stuff to go around. I know all that sounds very boring. It's okay, you don't have to do anything. It just automatically does it.
And if you're like me, you get to be corporal for 3 years.
Suck a dick.
Well deserved. Well
Indeed.
deserved.
Well deserved.
Well deserved.
Well deserved.
I hate it here.
So again, that's one of the things of why I realized that we really had to overhaul the system. There are guys who have been at their rank since Marsoc was 2 months old in SOCOM. And have never seen a promotion. There are guys who, for instance, Schuster here is an example, has been a staff sergeant since probably mid 2021, something like that.
Ugh.
Maybe
How you feel
before.
you're the same rank as me, buddy?
Same pay grade,
Pretty good.
but he's prettier.
Oh,
I don't
he's
think
a whole
anything
lot prettier than Ammon.
I don't know. Nothing beats the voice. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you can't beat that voice.
Yeah.
What else? There was something else.
Your voice makes me moist.
Look at that question in side chat, Harveth. All for you.
What question inside chat?
Side chat doesn't
It's-
post.
You can ask it.
Special
I didn't wanna
operations.
interrupt.
Ramirez,
You're good.
Special
Please,
operations.
whatever the fuck you do, interrupt him.
I'm confused. What?
I just saw. Sorry. I saw the first platoon Fox Company. Is that infantry or is this?
Yes.
Okay.
So we have IMEF as a whole.
Can I get released better?
We have 3 operational
Bit better.
units technically. Fox Company is currently stood down because
Oh.
they are special. So essentially, MARSOC has always been around. We came out of the U.S. SOCOM unit, and when that unit fell apart, we said, "Hey, we're gonna keep going." We made IMEF. We added Force Reconnaissance in as well. MARSOC is more of like, we don't really know what's going on, and we're just going out on missions and figuring out things as we go. Really tight, just like unit. We do nothing but goof off and then start shooting people. 4Con is more of the bread and butter. They are the unit of emphasis. More direct action, more intel. Things are somewhat geared for 4Con to really be the pride and joy. And then Fox Company, because we have 2 units that have like dedicated training pipelines that are not short. Fox Company is there for that when we get to the point that we have 4Con and MARSOC not necessarily completely full. but full enough that it doesn't make sense to bring people in, let them do ANS and a quick pipeline and go right into the unit. They'll go through recruit training, they'll go through School of Infantry, and they'll get billeted into Fox Company, and they will train with Fox, they will do missions with Fox while they're undergoing the pipeline for either Forcon or Marsoc. Unless they don't want to do either, and they
Channel switched. Channel switched.
Alright, thank you everyone for watching. I'm gonna kill the stream there as it's doing just all in-house stuff now. I know that's probably going to be very boring for anybody to actually watch. I do appreciate you for watching, if indeed you still are. I know there was a little hiccup in the stream tonight, or the stream that just happened, depending on how Twitch wants to do it. But I thank you all for watching, and we will catch you all later.